building now? Anderson School? Alright, so these people have a one floor. You got 1, 2, third floor up, all entirely covered in cardboard. Nothing else. What's the deal with that? And there's an alarm going off. Alright, we got a little oil refinery. Quite active. And then a train. I think they might work together. When is Nintendo gonna show up in the museums? Closed? It's kind of amusing that there's no history on lumber work at this museum. I've never seen this happen before, but I guess a parent can get so busy that they forget their baby bag, leave it side of the road, and then just drive off because they're so preoccupied. Alright, so with this hummus, I got some extra garbanzo beans I tossed in, and it really dilutes the strong flavor of this hummus. See, the expert drone flyers would fly right inside something like this, and that'd be pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. But it got me thinking, maybe, you could fly the drone to the top of the roof, land it, and then you shut off the propellers and save on battery life, and it could be like a surveillance for a little bit longer over a particular area. Alright, I'm just going to confess that I feel just a little ill after consuming that hummus and garbanzo beans. I think that's probably caused a little illness feeling. Which is worse, watching people, like I've seen black people stealing all those North Face jackets from Wisconsin store, which they won't give any further details. So how do you track them down? But which is worse, watching those thieves take those jackets, or seeing this? This looks like illegal dumping with the trash next to the trash container. I don't recall seeing that before. And that looks like illegal dumping. And I've seen several cases of illegal dumping. And there's a point for this video on my commentary here where I was going to say, what's worse, watching black people steal or white people illegally dump? But I have seen black people illegally dump, actually, with my own eyes. So it's any race that steals too. But which is worse, stealing or illegal dumping? Both are a cost. I want to sleep somewhere else tonight, and I was thinking Walmart, but people freely seem to sleep in this open sand lot in the Outlaw Saloon. There's no signs discouraging it, and there's a couple people that appear permanent. And then you got truckers. This is like a truck stop, and you got a Taco John's that supports it. They're here every day. I never see them get business. I wonder if you can get more cop calls on you by priming other people to call the cops on you. If they look at you, like I'm sitting in my car, and then they look at you, you just go, like you're caught or something. I wonder if that would prime people. It's kind of like stopping and not moving in front of a dog to drive them crazy. Well, I'm back to feeling ill in my stomach again. I think it might be because of the hummus and the chickpeas. Alright, so I put magnets right here. I experienced a lot of pain, like a pressure pain, something really dense was pushing through a pipe in here. And then the pain went away, and the sickness seems to have reduced, but it might come back. But the magnets will help sometimes. I wonder if it would be wise to soak my cereal muesli grains in a fruit ferment instead of milk, and instead of cooking, I could just soak it in the fruit ferment. I wonder if that would be safe and delicious. I need them both. I need both those categories met. Alright, I'm going to try to record against the sun here. This is... I don't know if anybody was in there. Here's another weird one. What a life. You know, if I filtered my fruit ferments, I could get plastered drunk. But I keep the pulp, and it's impossible to get drunk because I get full-on pulp. This looks pretty cool. Neat painting. Ash ton? Oh, he made that or something? For my fruit ferments, which I've been drinking quite a bit, it's like I have a rule, never let it get down to 0%. I always want to have a little in and then refill with, maybe let it get down to 20%. Let the energy get down to 20%, and then before you refill, don't let it get below that. 10% is critical, and it's kind of like my drone. It's like 25% is a warning, 10% is critical. Never fly a drone to 0%. Just like never drink down your ferments to 0%. So you got the Capitol down this way, and then on the other end is it's hard to see, but it's the train station down this one road. It's kind of cool. I wonder if this is the road they might close down for like Halloween festivities if they have a big enough crowd. I gotta say, this city is pretty quiet. Okay, I can just hang out practically anywhere and not see people for long periods of time. What could this thing be? I think it might be for parking lot or something. You got for curbs, a real professional piece of equipment for curbs. Huh. I've never seen a device like this. Oh, okay. So the bottom would form curbs. Wow, put the cement in here. And they they make some damage when they drive. I don't know how much longer I'll grow this beard. Alright, so I'm trying to remove this JW excavating advertising. I kind of want to advertise on my hat for Daily Roamer. Just need to figure out how to embroider as good as they do here. But to remove this is very difficult. I'm using this needle and it's practically thread by thread. You know, I wrestle with a weird maturity these days because I ask, you know, why can't I act like a dad in a way and just act lame and weird? But I've never earned that title. So I'm in a confused state of in my life, I guess. When I was in Boise, hanging out around the Flying J, I left for a night or two, came back and found out that the cops did like a sweep to kick the homeless out. There were a few. And there was this one couple that left, and I was told by the guy that works at Flying J, they went to Bend. And then a few weeks later, they came back. And I had never asked them, and I had never been to Bend. But now that I've been to Bend, I would have loved to ask them why they came back, because Bend is pretty nice. Why would they only go away for a few weeks to Bend? Maybe they didn't go to Bend, but Bend is pretty friendly for homeless. Thinking about advertising on the side of my car similar to this for Daily Roamer. This is great. Right in the window like that. I'm thinking I'm gonna sew on the pet net the words Daily Roamer on YouTube or something. Just because. But I'm wondering, should I do Daily Roamer, or now that I got a drone, should I do Drone Roamer? Because, well, I don't know how long I'll keep my drone. I don't know how long it'll last. Drone would be more compelling, I think. So besides the rules, I've never seen a youth-focused set of rules. At, I forget the name of this mall, Frontier Mall, frontiermall.com. But it's one reason why homeless people advertise that they need money on the exits of highways. It's because they can't walk on those highways. Alright, so the upside of having screens on all of my windows, having blackberry, a blackberry drink. Can that be seen? I don't know, the screens look like they're white. I got screens in all my windows, they're all down, it's 80 degrees outside, and it feels okay in here. It feels manageable. Alright, I've been wanting to ferment pumpkin for a long time. It has a little sugar in it, not enough. 5 grams. Should I do it? Should I put pumpkin in this as a test? Drinking pumpkin, fermented pumpkin. It's a little scary. Alright, well, this is the pumpkin experiment. I'm gonna mix it up and add some extra water. I think that it could probably ferment fast because it's cooked and really mushed up. So all I need to do is stir it up, mix it up, and the yeast or whatever's in there is gonna have real good access to everything. What also is in here is I put frozen blackberries in, and they taste good by themselves. They kind of inspired me to try the pumpkin because I think they might go together pretty good. Alright, so this is Laramie, and I just want to take a look out the side door. Looks like a neat overlook, especially with this windmill. The library is not open for another hour, I believe, 10 o'clock. It's just kind of wasting time. Right, so I think I'm going to start embroidering my last name on my shirts. Just my last name above the Pretty much above this camera pocket, just have my name. You know, I've always known that travelers should promote themselves outside of the YouTube suggested list. Anyway, I've been clueless on how to do it, but I think I have a good idea. Just I need to advertise on myself, and I think embroidery is probably the best way to do it. I mean, how-to videos, those would be best to be put YouTube for YouTube to put in the suggested lists for people. But travel videos, we should be promoting ourselves.